As already discussed in a previous video, the second house in a horoscope lies to the left of the first house. In this video, we will be discussing the second house and all that it stands for. It is imperative that we talk about the second house with respect to its relation to the first house or lagna. As we already know, the first house represents the self, including the individual's identity, personality, and self-image. The second house, in this context, is connected to the resources and possessions that a person needs to sustain and support their sense of self and identity. The sages of the Vedic era concluded that the second house correlated with one's tendency to accumulate to maintain identity and sense of self. The stronger the second house, the easier it is to accumulate resources like land, property, and wealth. In addition, the second house provides insight into a person's values and priorities, which can also influence how they acquire and manage resources. For example, a person valuing security and stability may prioritize earning and saving money. A person valuing creativity and self-expression may prioritize pursuing a career that allows them to express themselves creatively. A strong second house in a person's natal chart indicates a natural talent for acquiring and managing resources. A negative second house indicates issues with financial management, overspending, or difficulty in acquiring and maintaining resources. In an extremely negative case, second house indicates a tendency toward hoarding and excessive accumulation. Together, the first and second houses represent the foundation of a person's life and the resources they need to sustain and express themselves. The first house represents the individual self and the qualities and characteristics that make a person unique, while the second house represents the material resources and support systems that allow a person to actualize their potential and pursue their goals. For example, if a person has a strong sense of self-identity and self-awareness, first house, but lacks the financial and material resources to support their goals and aspirations, the second house can help to provide the stability and security needed to sustain and express their individuality. On the other hand, if a person has financial resources and material possessions, second house, but lacks a strong sense of self and identity, first house, they may struggle to find meaning and purpose in their life. The second house is also linked to eating and the capacity to digest, as it represents the resources and sustenance needed to support the physical body provided in the first house. The second house also represents the extended family and lineage, as it is a family that a newly born child gets as the first thing in the world. Lastly, and most importantly, the second house indicates the quality and tone of speech and voice, as it is associated with the throat and vocal cords. Keep watching.